This video is going to be a review of the Uniball Signo metallic and white broad gel pens. So now I'm doing the swatches because obviously the best part of doing any pen review is swatches, and if you need to get to different parts of the video, there's timestamps in the description box below to get to the part of the video that you want to see, and I do different tests throughout the video, so if you're not interested in something, just skip to the part that you're interested to. And I got these pens in a stationery haul last week, my 1-year anniversary stationery haul, so make sure you check that out. It'll be in the cards and description box below. So these also write on black paper, which is really cool because you can write on top of pretty much anything. That means, like, let's say you want to write something with lettering, like you calligraphy something, and you want to add silver highlights, you can do that even if the lettering is in dark purple. If you drew this really cute jacket and you want to add some gold designs to it, even if the jacket is in this forest green, you will be able to add your gold designs to it. And especially with the white pen, if you want to add accents to your drawings, like highlights or anything like that, you can do that. And I've been wanting to be able to do that for such a long time, but I haven't had the white gel pen. Now I do, so I think it's definitely helped me in the few art pieces I have done with it. I've drawn lights with it, I've drawn a moon with it, I've drawn stars with it. It's such a useful tool to have, especially the white gel pen. So here I'm just checking for consistency, and it's not the most consistent pen. If you want to write with it, sometimes if you haven't used it, especially it's the first time you're using it, you're going to have to prime it a little bit by scribbling on the side or on some scratch paper, and it doesn't really draw that consistently as you saw. It skips a lot, and even the line opacity and thickness kind of varies, and you do have to go over it a few times to get somewhat of a consistency if you're drawing over long spaces. So if you need something that's more consistent, maybe this is not the pen for you. I don't know how consistent this is. However, they're definitely more consistent when you write with them slowly and when you write with them upright versus on an angle. And here's just a close-up of the metallic pens. I just really wanted to show you just how metallic these pens are, so I'm really hoping this close-up helps you tell. So now to test the smudge. These pens are very liquidy and pretty smooth, honestly, but they smudge very easily, especially if you smudge them immediately. So if you're a lefty, I do not recommend these for just everyday writing or if you want to do anything like that. However, you will have to wait 1 minute and 45 seconds to get these to fully dry. However, if you are using these for art purposes, I definitely recommend these for you because once they're dry, they will not smudge under water, water-based markers such as the Marby Uchida, or alcohol-based. Last but not least, I'm checking the opacity of the white gel pen. So what I did is I took my Who alcohol brush markers and used a chisel side and just drew a bunch of lines with a chisel tip from lightest pink to darkest red to black, and then I drew a quick line, a slow line with about 1.5 layers because I went over on the bottom because it started losing consistency, and then I drew 2 dots, 1 dot and then another dot, and then I did the same thing on the other side. And then I went over the second dot to add a second layer once it was dry to see how these would perform. And on the left side, I used wet ink, meaning I just drew the lines right before filming. And then on the left side, I used dry ink, which meant I actually waited for the ink on the left side to dry before I filmed this video. So as you can see, the lines pretty much did kind of blend a little bit with the wet ink, and you really can't see the white line. It became a little bit more translucent, and you couldn't really see it when it was wet. And even if you added a second layer, as you see with the dots, as you got to the darker colors, it really didn't make much of a difference. However, on the dry side, it definitely did. You didn't need 2 layers on the dots. 1 layer was perfectly fine, and if you wrote slow enough, you actually did get a pretty solid opaque line. So that's pretty much it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you did enjoy this video. Here's just a side-by-side comparison of the wet and dry ink. Thank you guys so much for watching. As you can see, there is a lot of good things about these pens and a lot of things that these pens could be better at. These pens are really smooth and really good underwater and alcohol marker. However, these smudge really quickly and aren't as consistent as they should be. I hope you enjoyed this review. If you did, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. I make new videos on stationery, calligraphy, and art every Monday. And hit the bell so that you don't miss any of them. Make sure you check the description box for more videos you can watch while you wait for next week's video. And comment down below on what you thought of these pens, what you'd use these pens for, what alternatives you may have, and what you liked and disliked about these pens, as well as any questions that you may have. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and remember to have a happy Monday. Bye-bye.